Good evening. Welcome to May 22, 2015, Lamar University College of Arts and Sciences Commencement Ceremony. My name is Joe Nordgren. I serve as Associate Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. We've gathered on this memorable occasion to acknowledge and to honor our graduates for their tireless efforts, remarkable dedication, deserved achievements in the demanding and competitive arena of higher education. For years, our graduates have been striving to reach the educational milestones that we celebrate this evening. Graduates, this phase of your life's journey is complete. Sincere congratulations to each of you. However, now is the time to set new goals. We challenge you to continue to learn, to apply your knowledge, to excel throughout your personal and your professional lives. Tonight, the college will recognize 479 graduates who will receive 483 degrees. Our graduates come from 6 countries outside of the United States, from 12 states other than Texas, and from 106 cities and towns from every region within the state. Our commencement ceremony will honor students from China, Texas, to the People's Republic of China, from El Paso to Ecuador, and from Texarkana to Taiwan. Candidates, many people have supported you throughout your life, your studies. I would like for you, please, to join me as we express our appreciation to them. Will the parents of our candidates please stand and receive our applause? Will the grandparents of our candidates please stand and receive our applause? Will the spouses, children, and grandchildren of our candidates please stand and receive our applause? Will the friends and other relatives of our candidates please stand and receive our applause? At the heart of Lamar University is a supportive and nationally acclaimed faculty. They have provided our graduates with a contemporary and valuable higher education that is simply second to none. Due to the diligence and efforts of Lamar's faculty, our graduates are knowledgeable, highly skilled, fully prepared for their lives, their careers. Will our faculty please stand and be recognized? Thank you, and please be seated. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Brenda Nichols, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Well, this is the first time we've done an evening one, and I have to say I'm really pumped. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's really cool to be here tonight. Thank you. Good evening. Let me welcome and permit me to add my personal congratulations to each and every one of you. It truly is a great achievement that you ought to feel good about, that your parents are here and they're going, finally, no more tuition bills. I know I did this too. But it is now my great pleasure to introduce our platform party. First of all, to my left in row 1, Dr. Kenneth Evans, President of Lamar University. If you'll hold your applause till they've all been introduced. Dr. Stephen Doblin, Provost, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Doblin is our guest speaker for tonight's ceremony, and he'll be more formally introduced later in the program. Ms. Megan Schwartz and Mr. Hamlet Burgos are student speakers who will also be more formally introduced later in the program. To my right, Dr. Tom Sauer, President of Faculty Senate, Dr. Joe Nordgren, Associate Dean, College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. William Harn, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, Dr. Kevin Dotson, Dean of the Rio Honors College, Mr. David Short. To my left, row 2, Dr. Randall Terry, Professor, Department of Biology, Dr. Paul Bernazzani, Chair, Department of Chemistry, Biochemistry, Dr. Stefan Andre, Chair, Department of Computer Science, Dr. Ruthie Robinson, Assistant to the Dean and one of our readers, Mr. Jesse Duron, Instructor, Department of English and Modern Languages, and also one of our readers. To my right, in row 2, Ms. Julie Alford, Senior Academic Advisor, General Studies and Applied Arts and Sciences Interdisciplinary Programs, Dr. Mary E. Wilkinson, Chair, Department of Mathematics, Dr. Cindy Stinson, Chair, Joanne Gay Dishman, Department of Nursing, Dr. Richard Lumpkin, Interim Chair, Department of Physics, Dr. Robin Smith, the Instructor of Music and our vocalist tonight, Dr. Mary Shearer, Chair of the Department of History, Dr. James Sanderson, Chair, Department of English and Modern Languages, Dr. Jim Jordan, Chair, Department of Earth and Space Sciences. On my right, Dr. Edith Kirk, Chairman of Department of Psychology, Dr. Stuart Wright, Chair, Department of Sociology, Social Work, and Criminal Justice, Dr. Terry Davis, Department of Political Science. It really is nice. I think you guys probably couldn't hear the video where you were, but one of the things that it talked about was your hard work and our faculty, and I do believe that everybody works together to get you to this night. It is likewise my pleasure to introduce and recognize Dr. Scott Deppy and members of the Lamar University Brass Ensemble. Their performance adds so much to this special occasion, and we thank you very much, Scott, for all that you do. We have a few special guests that I'm going to take a moment and introduce. The First Lady of Lamar University, Ms. Nancy Evans. Our guest speaker's wife, partner, Miss Susie Doblin. I was going to give you a doctorate, Susie. Family and friends of our student speakers, Ms. Megan Schwartz and Hamlet Burgos, if you guys will stand. And we really want you to know that you've proved, among other things, that you will stick with it, that you make changes, you've adapted to different learnings, methods of teaching and learning, and yes, even testing. And the success that you've earned cannot be taken away from you. But we challenge you to not just succeed, but to pursue excellence in everything you do. Excellence is much more difficult. It's not just about meeting your responsibility, it's about holding yourself more accountable to setting goals that might seem impossible. Many of you didn't know if it was possible to end up here tonight, and yet here you are. But you've learned from your achievements, but you've also learned from your disappointments. Without question, persistence and perseverance have played key roles in your achievement. I'd like to illustrate this. For those of you baccalaureate degree students who have completed your degree in 4 years or fewer, will you guys stand up? If it took you 4 years or less and you got a bachelor's degree, please stand. Congratulations to all of you. You guys be seated. Well, those of you who took 5 to 10 years to get your degree, will you guys stand up? Yes. Okay, how about those who took 11 to 20 years? Will you guys stand up? Thank you very much. How about 21 to 30 years? Anybody take 21 to 30 years? Anybody take 31 to 40 years? So we're very proud of you. Anybody take more than 40 years to graduate? Okay, well, we're glad that you were the last man standing, okay? You've completed one milestone while at the same time you're thinking of all the challenges. I kind of have adopted or adapted Bob Perk's little poem, and it's about wishes for each of you. And I'd like to take a moment just to tell you, I wish you enough. I wish you enough sun to keep your attitude bright. I wish you enough rain to appreciate the sun more. I wish you enough happiness to keep your spirit alive. I wish you enough pain so that the smallest joys in life appear much bigger. I wish you enough loss that you appreciate all that you possess. And I wish you enough gains to satisfy your wantings. I wish you enough. And I have one more little piece to that. I wish you to always dream big. Dream big red, okay? Thank you guys very much for being part of the Big Red Spirit and being part of this Cardinal Nation. We are very proud of all of you. I get to now do a really pleasant, bittersweet moment for me. It is my pleasure to introduce my friend, my colleague, my mentor, and yes, my boss. And he didn't pay me for all the other. Dr. Doblin earned his undergraduate and graduate degrees in mathematics from the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. And since then, his academic career at the University of Southern Mississippi and now at Lamar University has spanned more than 43 years as a faculty member, a department chair, a dean, an administrator. He is highly regarded for his unwavering commitment to excellence. Since joining Lamar University in 2001, he's remained steadfast in pursuing his discipline, his love, mathematics. And many of you know he teaches every fall a college algebra class, and some of you may have tried it once or twice. But some of you probably have had Dr. Doblin in class. In addition to his academic career, Dr. Doblin served this country with honor and dignity for more than 2 decades before retiring as a lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army Reserves. His faith, his love of community are equally strong and are noted by his service as president of the Board of Trustees of Temple Emmanuel Baptist Beaumont, as an advisory board member for the Jason Alliance of Southeast Texas, which connects middle school students to everywhere around them. But utmost has been Dr. Doblin's passion for Big Red. It is evident in his actions, his enthusiasm for this institution, for the students, the staff, and the faculty, for fellow administrators, sports, alumni, and community supporters. We are very pleased that he accepted the invitation to share his thoughts with you this evening. It's my pleasure, Dr. Stephen Doblin.
Okay. Well, good evening. Anytime you use technology, you're always worried that it's not going to work, and it almost didn't, but David Short and his crew got it going. So, again, good evening. What an honor and a privilege it is to have been asked to speak to you tonight. I've attended about 100 different commencements during my academic career. As Dean Nichols said, as a graduate myself, a faculty member, a department chair, a college dean, and university provost. and I've listened to at least that many commencement speeches. Some were way too long, some were boring, some were unexpectedly wonderful, some were expectedly not so, and none were really memorable, maybe because my memory is not quite as good as it used to be. So I wanted to do something a bit different for you that does have the appropriate messages and that you may remember at least until you attend your next commencement ceremony. I'm going to share with you my top 10 suggestions, observations, and reminders for success in your career and in your life. You'll understand wait a minute. Here, that's my slide. All right, let me tell you again. I'm going to share with you my top 10 suggestions, observations, and reminders for success in your career and in your life. You'll understand the gratitude, apologies, and thanks attributions as we go along, though you must always remember to give credit when credit is due, and perhaps that's reminder number one. Most of what I'm going to share with you this evening comes from this little book written by a guy named H. Jackson Brown, Jr., and it's a compilation of observations and words of counsel for his son who is going away to college. I went through all 511 of Mr. Brown's suggestions, observations, and reminders, to which I refer as SORs for short, and selected my top 10 for success as a student, a worker, a friend, a boss, and a citizen. While the SORs are Jackson Brown's, the comments are my own. So let's get started. Number 10. Now, of course, this top 10 list is where the David Letterman apology comes in. Become the most positive and enthusiastic person you know. Nothing impresses a teacher, a parent, an employer, or a friend more than someone who accepts assignments, no matter how difficult, with a smile, enthusiasm, and a can-do attitude. This is the type of person everyone wants to be around, whose attitude actually empowers themselves, people around them, and any organization. Number 9, hear both sides before judging. Remember that there is never, ever, ever, as Taylor Swift would say, only one side to a story, a situation, or an issue. You will lose good friends and later good employees if you jump to conclusions and act on your first impulse without attempting to listen to everyone involved and gather as much information as is available and practical. Things are rarely as they first seem to be. Number 8, learn to listen. Opportunity sometimes knocks very softly. The ability and willingness to listen rather than to talk is a tremendously important trait. This enables a person to learn from others and from one's surroundings. In addition, many people problems, often the most difficult situations encountered in the workplace, can be solved if the parties just listen to each other. As a friend or later as a supervisor, you will find that often the most distraught people only want someone to listen to them. Now, here's where Gary Larson and his Far Side cartoons come in. And you probably can't read the writing, so you can see the picture, bear with me, and I'll read the caption. So this one is, deep inside, Brian wondered if the other guys really listened to his ideas or regarded him only as comic relief. And I assume you can tell which one is Brian. Number 7, be decisive even if it means sometimes you'll be wrong. The only people who never fail are those who don't try. And if you don't believe me, after I finish, Google 50 successful people who failed at first, and you'll be amazed. People respect someone who listens, considers the data available, and makes a decision. Now here's Satan telling this guy he's got to be decisive. And he's saying, come on, it's either one or the other, because his two choices are damned if you do and damned if you don't. Sometimes it's more clear than that. Number 6, be insatiably curious. Ask why a lot. One of the most important benefits of the university experience, as hopefully you have realized, is the inclination to always question, to ask why, to pose and answer the right questions, to realize that learning is a lifelong endeavor. This is just the start. To never take things at face value, to understand the difference between fact and opinion, to be curious. And of course, here's the detective, along with a police officer saying, noticed all the computations, theoretical scribblings, and lab equipment, Norm. Yes, curiosity killed these cats, but it will not kill you. Number 5, laugh a lot. A good sense of humor cures almost all of life's ills. Humor as an important human trait is perhaps second only to listening. The ability to laugh in the face of disaster or when confronted by a monumental task, to see humor even in failure is empowering and inspiring. To friends as well as employees, humor makes life fun and makes one feel better. And here, there's some docs testing whether laughter really is the best medicine. Number 4, in business and in family relationships, remember that the most important thing is trust. Your word should be your bond. When you say you will do something, do it, even if it causes you problems or puts you at a disadvantage. And of course, here are 2 frontiersmen and a grizzly, and one is saying, wait a dang minute there. He's been dealing from the bottom of the deck, Jake. My pappy always said, never trust a grizzly. That is, not everybody is deserving of your trust. Number 3, strive for excellence, not perfection. As a student, go to class every day, study hard, ask questions when you don't understand, always do your best. As an employee, go to work every day, be on time, work hard, ask questions when you don't understand, always do your best. In either case, you'll be at least 10 steps ahead of most of your peers. Also, it's always important to remember that all you can do is your best, and you cannot let failure be more than a temporary setback. Number 2, don't expect others to listen to your advice and ignore your example. Actions always speak louder than words. This is true for the things that you promise, the advice that you give, the rules that you set, and the way in which you treat people. And, ta-da, the number 1 SOR for success in your career and in life, treat everyone you meet like you want to be treated. I'm sure you recognize the golden rule. In my opinion, this is the way a person should conduct his or her life, both personal and professional. While such an approach will not necessarily make you rich, it will ensure lasting friendships, respect, success, and a genuine feeling of self-worth. And for the final Far Side comic, the bear, of course, is part of the elite woods, and he's saying, hey, look, number 1, we're closed. Number 2, I only work here. And number 3, we don't like your kind in here Anyway, clearly the bear is not practicing the golden rule. Well, that's it. Perhaps my final SOR is that there's no such thing as a bad short speech. Congratulations to each of you. I wish you health, happiness, joy, love, and success. Thanks for listening.
Well, one of the things that some of you know, but maybe not all of you, is that tonight Dr. Doblin is retiring at the end of June, and after 14 years at Lamar University, we've been very touched in many levels by his leadership. Earlier today, the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System honored Dr. Doblin by naming him as Lamar's very first Distinguished Provost Emeritus, a title he holds in perpetuity. Dr. Doblin, we're so pleased for your short, inspiring remarks. We have a small gift on behalf of the faculty, the staff, and the students of the College of Arts and Sciences in Lamar University. Please accept these gifts as a token of our appreciation and as I'm sorry. Words fail to express how much you will be missed. Be very careful taking it out. Okay, a couple more to go, we promise, and they're also short. All right? The first one is Ms. Megan Schwartz, who was born in Tomball, Texas, and graduated from Klein Oak High School in 2010. She played volleyball here at Lamar for 5 years and is graduating tonight with a Bachelor's of Social Work degree and a Bachelor of Criminal Justice degree. She plans to attend graduate school at the University of Michigan this fall, where she's planning to get a master's in social work with a concentration in aging and families and society. After completing her postgraduate work, we hope she returns to Texas, because it'll be better weather, and will work with elderly populations in a medical setting. Please welcome Megan Schwartz.
Having survived all our exams, papers, and finals week, I think we should be proud to have made it here in one piece. In all seriousness, today is a milestone for each of us and our families, and it is to our loved ones that we owe our deepest thanks. After today, we leave the protection of the university, the community of our friends, roommates, and teachers to find and forge new communities of our own. Who knows where our individual paths will take us? In the time here, I won't claim to know how to face the many opportunities and challenges of life after graduation. We will travel different paths after our time here is complete. Some will continue their education through grad school or medical school, and others will enter the job market. But the journeys we are about to begin are not what I would like to talk about today. Instead, I want to spend our final moments together reflecting on the distinctive kind of education that has shaped the way in which we think about those opportunities and challenges. Lamar has always been on the cutting edge of new technologies, keeping us ahead of the curve and always having the tools of our trades readily available. The entire campus is wireless, which helps students complete assignments from anywhere on campus. The library had incredible resources, such as the Writing Center and the STARS Tutoring Center, and students had access to very knowledgeable librarians to help them with research papers and projects. We were truly given all the tools that we needed to succeed in any area that we have chosen to study, and not many other schools can say that with as much confidence as we do. As students, we had extraordinary facilities and resources at our disposal, but more than that, we had a faculty supporting us 100% of the way. While I was looking for a university to call home during my senior year, Lamar stuck out to me because of the small class sizes they offered. The small class sizes presented me the opportunity to connect and develop meaningful relationships with numerous professors, including department heads, who have continued to help me even though my education has come to a close here. For example, Professor Sauer in the social work department encouraged me to do my field placement at an agency focusing on the aging population. And through my field placement, I discovered my passion to help and advocate for older adults. Professor Avery and Professor Sauer also wrote letters of recommendation for my many applications for grad school after they encouraged me to pursue a master's in social work. Lamar also has other distinctive qualities that separate them from other universities. The students have the opportunity to know and develop professional relationships with their department heads, and the department heads have the ability to know their students. The professors also take the time to get to know their students. I can honestly say, even in my largest classes, the professors made the effort to know the name of every student in their classroom. Students at many larger universities cannot say the same. But the professors, facilities, and resources are not the only things that made Lamar special. Our fellow classmates helped to make this university great. Lamar is a truly unique and one-of-a-kind university where students from different backgrounds come together to live and learn with and from one another. The bonds and friendships we have forged here are perhaps the most important piece to take away from your college experience. Whether it was sitting in the stands at a football game, going to the bonfire during homecoming week, standing in line in the set for Food Fest, or spending all night in the stacks in the library, treasure every moment together and make more memories. So look back at your college life, but not as some literal big picture that's been sketched, studied, and carefully captioned. See it as a mosaic. All the absurd little episodes of your time here, all the proofing of each other's papers, all the trips to Campus Corner when you should have been cramming, all the lunches laughing in the dining hall. These are the fragments that you've been gluing together. These are the things that built you. Finally, once again, I want to thank all the faculty and staff at Lamar University for allowing us to live the legacy and helping us to invent the future. And never forget, once a Cardinal, always a Cardinal. Congratulations, class of 2015.
Thank you so much, Megan, for reflecting on the distinctive kind of education that you've received at Lamar University. We're certain that you have the tools to succeed in graduate school, and as a token of our appreciation, we have a pen to help you write. Thanks, Megan. The second speaker is Mr. Hamlet Burgos. He joins us from Laredo, Texas. He's completed his bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Hamlet was born in Western Caribbean, but if I tell you much more, it's going to give away his story and his speech and his academic journey. So let me just say, please welcome Hamlet Burgos.
Thank you, Dr. Nichols, for the warm welcome. I appreciate it. Good evening, faculty, proud parents, guests, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2015. By the way, you all look beautiful smiling from here. It is with great pride and honor that I speak before you today, for I have come to know that Lamar University is a place where people from all walks of life come to achieve their dreams of higher education. Diversity has built a home here at Lamar University, and I can see it from here. Tonight, each of us has a very unique story to tell, a story involving family and friends, a story involving promises that we have made to ourselves, a story leading to this place and time of celebration. Briefly, as Dr. Nichols mentioned, my story began in a very small village in the Dominican Republic. My mother, two sisters, and I immigrated to the United States in 1993 and lived in a small one-bedroom apartment in the Washington Heights neighborhood in New York City, where I graduated from George Washington High School as a member of the National Honor Society. I was awarded a scholarship to attend a small Christian liberal arts college in upstate New York, where I promised myself to be the first member of my family to earn a college degree. Then, on that awful morning of September 11, 2001, I went to the roof of my building and I saw and heard sirens blaring and smoke filling the sky. Everything changed forever, and I'm sure that some of you present here, your life also changed. As the weeks and months passed, I wanted to find a way to help. So I applied for a job with the Department of Homeland Security, and I was hired as a security officer at JFK Airport in New York City. I was trying to keep myself moving forward and keep myself motivated. In 2007, I applied to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and for the past 8 years, I have been a Border Patrol agent in Laredo, Texas. My destiny changed again in 2013 when I was admitted to Lamar University. The promise that I made to myself many years ago finally found a home here in Lamar University. In my experience, Lamar is a very unique place to learn. Here, students find acceptance regardless of their differences, where any person who possesses the desire to learn, the motivation to stay the course, and the willingness to take action has an equal chance of learning a college degree. No matter what you look like, no matter where you're from, here you can achieve your dreams. Here we have taken control of our destinies, and we will lead with dignity and virtue because we have been academically prepared to do so. Our professors have not simply encouraged honesty and ethics, but rather they have demanded and insisted on these good principles. We've had access to first-class education, and the demands for quality and excellence from our professors have prepared us for whatever challenges and choices we will face. We should rely on our ethical principles in our education because they're founded on knowledge that we have gained here at Lamar. We will leave here tonight better prepared to face the hurdles the future may bring. Some of these hurdles include landing a suitable job, repaying student loans, and I know what I know you know what I'm talking about, and dealing with today's changing economic environment. We are prepared to deal effectively with adversity. We will be able to juggle the responsibilities of life that inevitably will come our way. We will leave here tonight with much more than a college degree. We will leave with a roadmap to the future with special skill sets that we have developed. You might think that New York City and Laredo have nothing in common, but I have seen towers collapse and I have seen broken borders. Before concluding, we should take a moment to recognize and give thanks to those people who have helped us in this journey. We wouldn't be able to be here without someone supporting us every step of the way. As for me, there are two special people I would like to thank. First, my beloved wife, who has sacrificed so much for me. She uprooted herself from New York City and left behind everything she knew and loved to accompany in my life journey. As I moved around the country following a law enforcement career path, she selflessly stayed with me every step of the way, moving from New York to Florida to Texas and next month, Washington, D.C. Thank you, my love. Thank you for placing the needs of your family ahead of your own. The second person I would like to thank is my adored mother. She has been my inspiration. In fact, this achievement would not have been possible without her selfless support. My mother sacrificed her own dreams to ensure that I could go to college. Thanks to her sacrifice, today I become the first member of my family to graduate from a university. Finally, on behalf of the graduating class, I want to thank the faculty and the staff of Lamar University for providing us an outstanding education. And to the class of 2015, let us march forward, move mountains, and change the world. Thank you. Thank you.
For your inspiring
Thank you.
words.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for sharing your inspiring story. We have something to help you write in the future as well.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you guys again for both of the students for sharing their story. And I bet if we ask, lots of people in this audience have lots of stories they could tell as well. But now we get to do the good part. We will now continue with the certifications of graduates. Will the candidates for a master's degree and Dr. Bill Harn please rise and remain standing? All the graduate students stand up. Cool. When your department or program is called, will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise and remain standing? The Department of Biology and Dr. Randall Terry. Randy. The Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry and Dr. Paul Bernazani. The Department of Computer Science and Dr. Stefan Andre. The Department of Earth and Space Science and Dr. Jim Jordan. The Department of English and Modern Languages and Dr. Jim Sanderson. Center for General Studies and the Applied Arts and Sciences Program of Study and Miss Julie Alford. The Department of History and Dr. Mary Shearer. The Department of Mathematics and Dr. Mary E. Wilkinson. The Joanne Gay Dishman Department of Nursing and Dr. Cindy Stinson. The Department of Physics and Dr. Richard Lumpkin. The Department of Political Science and Dr. Terry Davis. The Department of Psychology and Dr. Edith Kirk. And the Department of Sociology, Social Work, and Criminal Justice and Dr. Stuart Wright. He's right, you do look good up here. Just smile. President Evans, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I'm pleased to verify that the candidates for these degrees have met all the requirements for the stated degrees.
Thank you, Dean Nichols. Just give me a second here. I love to savor this moment. This is one of the happiest moments we have at a university. Everybody in this room is, by and large, pretty doggone happy. All right. By the authority vested in me and Lamar University, by the Board of Regents of Texas State University System, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been certified, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to those degrees. In keeping with university traditions symbolizing change, I'm going to ask you to move your tassel from the right to the left. Graduates, my sincere congratulations.
Please be seated. Dean Nichols and President Evans, we will continue with the presentation of the graduating class of May 2015, beginning with the College of Graduate Studies and followed by the academic departments in the order that they are published in the program. The College of Graduate Studies.
Master of Science in Biology, Arepali Anarupa. Master of Science in Chemistry, Jagadish Chandra Prasad IIT Pamula. Aruna Anepu. Josue Miguel Baena. Swati Bandamaravuri. Anirudh Reddy Bomareddy. Sojanye Shri Gudala. Prasana Guti. Sweta Kanuganti. Kamakshi Anusha Kanyampati. Bree Michelle Leger. Arti Nate. Master of Science in Computer Science. Rohit Harishchandra Amgaonkar. Sagar Bantu. Shirish Babu Dusa. Vikas Gopanidi. Nile Pradeep Lange. Hang T. Nguyen. Rohan Kumar Sanjabai Patel. Jash Karan Singh Sandhu. Gurmehar Singh. Rohit Soila. Master of Arts in English. Kelly D. Schultz. Master of Arts in History. Kevin Eric Broussard. Christopher Douglas Pierney. Master of Science in Mathematics. Christopher Allen Sams.
Master of Science in Nursing, Amber Lee Adams. Joycelyn M. Angulo. Sunshine Cloud Barden. Ariel Washington Bloodsaw. Cynthia Ann Senar. Gretchen Ann Clark. Kedra Garrett Clark. Janice Yvonne Hebert. Melanie Cherie James. Stacy Wellborn Jocelyn. Melissa Humphrey Riley. Tracy Ann Riss. Holly Marie Simmons. Master of Public Administration, Remexi Deng. Zhang Wei. Master of Science in Applied Psychology, Jared Eli Barkley. Deanna Zelkovich. Master of Science in Criminal Justice, Tasha Siobhan Brewer. Lisa D. Briscoe. Marita M. Chason. Kelsey Lynn Dearman. Kendall Tyler Duffy. Mary Alice Franklin. Gerard Thomas Galvin. Gwendolyn Spears Guidry. Tammy Leanne Herrera. Jasmine Denise Isaac. Kenneth James Mason. Taylor Ariel Pickens. Jason Matthew Riker. Stephen Charles Stem Jr. Maven John Tyler.
Bachelor of Science in Biology, Martitza Aguilar. Samuel Anthony Arisco. Andrew Lee Benjamin Jr., cum laude. Rachel Elvira Boudreau, cum laude. Vivian Messia Kaluban, Rayode Honors College graduate. Joanna Chavez, magna cum laude. Allison Lee Falk. Brandon Scott Hood, summa cum laude. Enrica Johnson. Tyler Ray Munoz, cum laude. Lauren S. Richardson, cum laude. Gabrielle Jacqueline Savoir, cum laude. Casey Matthew Sparks. Daniel Clayton Splinter, summa cum laude. Juan Carlos Torres Jr. Hiep Hui Jamie Tran, Raod Honors College graduate, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Arts in Biochemistry, Phuoc Van Nguyen. Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Jared Logan Fontenot, second degree in Bachelor of Science in Biology. Mehrin Tariq, Tony Phan Nguyen, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Mathematics, Chelsea May Bowling, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Christopher Halbert, David Lee Hemingway, Jared Lane Jackson, Sherry Annette Lewis, William Travis Seymour, Zachary Fabe Smith, Joshua Lee Wilson, Bachelor of Science in Geology, Jared M. Baker, Christopher David Maldonado, Bachelor of Arts in English, Haley Michelle Bruin, Teresa Enner, summa cum laude, Megan Lee Ann Moore, Kaylin Candies Mosley, Brandon M. Patrick, Molly Kathleen Porter, Raod Honors College graduate, summa cum laude. Amy Elizabeth Robbins, second degree in Bachelor of Arts in Modern Languages. Skylar Dean Williams, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Arts in History, Mallory Clara Horton. Tyler James Linder. Adrian Gregory Morgan, Raod Honors College graduate, cum laude. Trayvon Iray Trehan.
Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences, Michael David Adams. Ashley Diane Barber. Kayla Brianne Bass. Sherlonda Catrice Beckett, summa cum laude. Jessica Adriana Berry. Kimberly Ann Boone. Kimberly Cherie Boutte. Rachel Ann Bowden. Christina Ann Bering. Thruston Opadre Donovan Byerly, magna cum laude. Corinda Monet Cannon. Simone Renee Caesar. Amy Elaine Davis, summa cum laude. Scott Allen Dennison. Wendy Jane Doty. Sonia June Duke. James Quentin Frederick, magna cum laude. Richard Jonathan Gavigan. Sarah Rebecca Guest. Kathy Ellen Hirsch. Christina Howard. Scott A. Howard. Ann Bernie Hulsey, magna cum laude. Lisa Rochelle Ivy. Amanda Lee Johnson, summa cum laude. Wendy Cherie Laverne. Christopher Jorge Lee. Michael Gary Lee. Susan Meredith McLeod. Rhonda Nicole Monroe. Brandon Marquise Morgan. Crystal Renee Mouton. Cardion Deshay Nimer. Sharon Annette Noble. Larry Wayne Oliver Jr. Erin Melissa Parker. Kimberly Nicole Perkins. Gregory M. Phillips. Keisha Danae Powell, cum laude. Maria Vera Price, cum laude. Samuel Lee Robinson. Eloisa Rodriguez. Sankis Lavette Sanford Lewis. Christy Salceda. Amanda Marie Schrader. Jana Gunn Sills. Lisnath D. Sparrow, summa cum laude. Jordan Kathleen Spencer. Cheryl Lynn Stafford. Paul Christopher Terry. Yanni Julia Francesca Thomas, Rayod Honors College graduate. Kevin Andrew Tokine. Trevor Iran Trahan. Timmy Aaron Vardell. Demarilis Vasquez. Alundra Danielle Zeno.
Bachelor of General Studies, Ryan Michelle Burdett. Tyron Tyrone de Latibaudier. Savannah Andrea Demaris. Alxavier Kiang Dixon. Rebecca Lewis Domain, cum laude. Jaleesa Marie Edwards. Kelsey Emily Gardner. Eric Alejandro Gomez. Matthew Allen Grundy. Brooke Denise Guerra. Allison Renee Gutierrez. Deandra Monique Harrell. Jennifer Elizabeth Haskins. Anthony Holliday. Derek Adul Jackson. Christopher Todd Jones. Carly Ray Ledoux. Christopher Ian McAllister. Latoya Q. L. Moore. Marcus Chapman Mulkey. Zachary Keir Ramsey. Donovan Diaz Ross. Stormy Lakista Sinet. Angela Jo Speck. Bryce Allen Stagg. Amelia Ann Stevenson. Kelsey Brooke Swinson. Courtney Michelle Thompson. Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics, Megan Simone Adams. Brittany Hannah DeRuin, cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Brittany Elizabeth Kashi. Raven Deshawn Jefferson. Ann Tyler Tarasso. Cody Levi Worth, second degree in Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, cum laude.
Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Eric Aguilar, magna cum laude. Christopher Marcus Allen, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Leanne Alpert. Augusta Marie Broussard, cum laude. Stacy Renee Howard Brown. Mark Ong Casey Doe, summa cum laude. Candace Rochelle Clayton. Caitlin Michelle Collier. Gabriella Elise Avila Credor. Mackenzie Lee Sukansi. Karen Amasade Delsid. Justina Fasami. Bailey Ann Fontenot, cum laude. Gabriela Sofia Garcia. Angela K. Gall. Michael Rex Arpana Glorioso. Madison Elizabeth Gober. Brenda Lee Green. Shara Denise Green, magna cum laude. Sonia L. Smith Grigsby, magna cum laude. Raquel Denise Haley. Shelby Nicole Harmon, summa cum laude. Rachel Nicole Henley. Maria Isabel Hernandez. Taylor Kathleen Hernandez, summa cum laude. Felico Willett Hill, cum laude. Summer Suzanne Hicks. Coriona Honeycutt. Catherine L. Jones. Harold B. Kling III. Michelle B. McInnes Knott. Evie Valviki Larson. Della Ann Lee. Hannah Monique Macon, summa cum laude. Heather M. Miguez. Hazel Nakeo. Jennifer Wynn. Linda Ton Wynn. Amber Ray O'Brien. Thelma Shinan Ophar. Taylor Nicole Pointer. Adam Wilmot Prosperi. Christine Louise Rayner. Heidi Lee Reuter. Ruben Roca. Aurora Magali Uristi Roca. Betty Zavaleta Trujillo Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Brianna Angelique Russell. Callie Marie Sandusky. Kenneth Dale Simmons, cum laude. Rachel Cheyenne Sims. Kelsey Nicole Smith. Morgan Elizabeth Stackhouse, cum laude. Vanessa Renee Varela. Kirsty Jolene Williams. Louise Burks Williams.
Bachelor of Science in Physics, Joshua David Barton. Jason Findley Dart, second degree in Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Corey Allen Lamb. David James Mickle, second degree in Bachelor of Science Electrical Engineering, Rio Honors College graduate, summa cum laude. James Patrick Richards. Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Toise D. Gardner. Rashad O'Ray Robertson. Bachelor of Science in Political Science, Kevin Chase Ingman, Rio Honors College graduate, summa cum laude. Corey Elizabeth Harrison. Mark Everett McDonald. Candy Rodriguez. Michael David Valley. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and Modern Languages, Miguel Ricardo Medina Perez, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Jacqueline Hernandez. Bachelor of Science in Psychology and Criminal Justice, Brittany Taylor Jordan, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Stephanie Abela Bermudez, cum laude. Jessica E. Floyd. Brittany Shanique Boulard. Taylor A. Davis, cum laude. Dylan Anthony Duhan. Chanel Shantae Grannon. Dominique Viral Green. Trinita Dawn Lewis. Brittany Ann Little, magna cum laude. Chamberlain Ezekiel Miller, summa cum laude. Kendra Naisha Millington. Mariah Elise Rutherford. Alana Stubberfield. Roshana A. Welford.
Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice, Sharika McCall Tucker. Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice, Liliana Esmeralda Aleri. Joseph Thomas Arechiga, cum laude. Andrew Dean Arnold, summa cum laude. John Joseph Brow. Hamlet Bolivar Bogas, summa cum laude. Adam Jesse Coleman. David Marion Pearl II. Alicia M. Davis, summa cum laude. Trevon Lamont Davis. Ryan Darrell Dixon. Crystal Lorraine Carey White. India Marie Frederick. Lauren Danielle Griffin. Tyler Griffin. Timothy Dominic Hayes, Jr., summa cum laude. Timothy Allen Heidecker. Thomas Richard Jacobson, magna cum laude. Annie Mae Jones. Shauna Marie Long. Leona McDonald. Courtney Marie Mitchell. Erin Ruth Monroe, cum laude. Melissa Lynn Posey. Sheldon Lee Sides. Gerard Rashad Stevens. Tammy Renee Van Zant. Derek Lee Wade. Kristen Adore Wade. Leah Michelle Warren. Travis Paul Welch. Heather Nicole Wilkinson. Shelby Leanne Williams. Bachelor of Science in Sociology, Tina Marie Andrews. Sabrina Chantel Lewis. Bachelor of Social Work, Kendra Renee Boston. Macy Jean Fletcher, summa cum laude. Koya Alicia Garrett. Elizabeth Hernandez. Alexis McLeod. Antoinette Dorchelle Quincy. Kara Page Sanchez. Megan Ann Schwartz, second degree in Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, summa cum laude. Jamia Jeanette Swanks. Jessica Faith Waldrop. Larissa Wilson.
Why don't you join me one more time in congratulating our graduates? I have a distinct honor to recognize a really rather incredible accomplishment. The Otho Plummer Award honors the baccalaureate graduate with the highest grade point average in her or his graduating class. During their undergraduate degrees, our 5 honorees have completed a combined 213 courses at Lamar, all with A's. Not even a slightest blip on their radar screen. Would the following graduates please come forward and receive your certificate and check from Dr. Nichols? Teresa Lynn Enner, Bachelor of Arts in English. Teresa is accompanied today by her partner Jennifer Lovelace, her parents Linda and Glover McCauley, her daughters Emily Conister and Jessica Enner, her son Charles Enner, and several other special family members and guests. Well, guess what? The check's going to be in the mail. We really promise. No, really. No, we found them. Oh, shoot, I like the mail part better. We also have Megan Ann Schwartz. Megan, you already met. Is a Bachelor of Social Work and Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. Megan is accompanied by her parents, Maggie and Frank Schwartz, her sister Michelle, her grandmother Maxine Bramwell, and her aunt and uncle Joe and Becky Bramwell. Next, we have Andrew Dean Arnold, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. Andrew is accompanied by his wife Dana, their parents Byron and Sheila Arnold, and Deborah and Preston Harper, and their daughters Haley, Kaylin, and Grace Arnold. Andrew? We also have David James Mickle, Bachelor of Science in Physics. David is accompanied by his parents, AJ and Danny Mickle, his brothers Robert, Daniel, and Aaron, and his sister and her husband, Jennifer and Craig Landro. David, congratulations. And lastly, Daniel Clayton Splinter, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Daniel is accompanied by his girlfriend, Misty Pevito, and his father, Fred Splinter. Daniel, congratulations. Let's give these folks another round of applause.
Okay, well, we're really to the good part. Graduates, today you join more than 85,000 other alumni throughout the world. I want to take this opportunity to extend to you, each of you, an opportunity and an invitation to join the Alumni Association. Annual membership provides you continuing involvement with the university, networking, and opportunities to help other students achieve what you have just achieved. I encourage you to join this most important arm of the university. The Alumni Association has friendly people waiting to greet you, and they will be in touch, by the way. Mine still call me too. Doesn't matter how long ago. Of course, you can always find them through Lamar's website. Please join the Alumni Association and stay in touch with us and with each other. Dr. Nugent.
What a wonderful evening it's been. Again, congratulations to all of our graduates, and thank you to all guests for taking part in the commencement ceremony with us. Graduates, as I mentioned earlier, please use and share your education to make a difference in your own lives and in the lives of others. After the recessional, you're cordially invited to begin your Memorial Day weekend with us by joining us for a reception in the tent located just outside the Montaigne Center. Please help me welcome Dr. Smith to the podium for the singing of the Lamar alma mater.
Lamar, to thee we're singing, voices raised on high. We will forever love thee, laud thee to the sky. We will ever need thee as our guiding star. To us you'll always be our glorious Lamar.